Hello, Brittany. It's been a very, very long time since I've made a video for you, and I'm making it in a new place from the kitchen, and my dad probably thinks I'm insane, and Kyle doesn't, although he keeps looking at me periodically. I have a big, gigantic list. And the first thing is red pin for red hair that you probably can't read at all because my camera always does that, because I dyed my hair red. And the bathroom looked like a massacre scene, and Kyle's hands were all covered with the blood and everything. And Kyle got new hair too. Look at him. Surprise, Kyle, you're in the video. Aren't you happy? Woo. I made green chi ears for you, kind of, sort of. They're crappy, but I made them. You can have them, but you probably don't want them. Look at all the tape. I want to show you all the tape. And I made templates. I'm good to go. As soon as we get foam, unless we buy the cosplays that come with the ears. Although, the cosplays that we were looking at, the hair piece just means the thing in their hair. It doesn't mean the wigs, which I thought it meant, which is what I told you it meant, kind of. Kyle wants me to mention that he's so romantic because he bought me and him a picture of our avatars together for Valentine's Day. He told me to mention that.
Amongst other things.
Amongst other things, but mostly he's a gigantic nerd. You laugh at Pooh, and here's a picture of Pooh. And I'm very excited for Colossal Con. And I think Jen wants to go. I know Kyle's going. And I think Nicole's going, but I'm not entirely sure if she'll actually be able to go. And Griffin might go, and he's probably definitely going to go. And then he might not drive up with us, but he'll definitely room with us, which would be fantastic because that will take off more price. Kyle's making faces at the computer. I got new fish. Barack Obama died, sadly, and he had to be flushed, I guess. My dad got rid of him because my dad's a fish murdering maniac. He killed all my blackfish, so I had to get Joe Biden to replace him, and a couple of more blackfish, and then some mixed fish just to throw in the entire neighborhood. And then I need to turn on my phone in case he said something to me. Okay. My boss got mad at me the other day that we lost power because I didn't go into work. I called like 4 times and it just rang and rang and rang and rang and rang and rang and rang. So I assumed they didn't have power, and I didn't go in. And they called me at like 2:30 and was like, "Why aren't you at work?" Blah, blah, blah. And the store didn't have power. They were doing everything with cash and calculator math, and that's ridiculous that they got mad at me. And I wrote down, realizing how nerdy and not relationshipy we look right now because Kyle's on the computer and I'm making a video to you telling you how much I love you, and now Kyle's being vain because I've mentioned him. And then also every single time Kyle talks to me, I ignore him so that I can continue writing. I have huge lists because I love you, which I've already mentioned. And I've been to the giant unnecessary library in LaGrange now, and I'm super excited because it's gigantic and unnecessary. How much did it cost?
$10 million.
$10 million for a library that is gigantic and empty, completely vacant.
Yeah.
There's like 600 books, and that is it. And they're all spread apart. And then there's like 17 computers and some unnecessary rooms that I've never seen before. But I really want to get a job there because I think it'd be fun to work at a library, despite my $30 fine, which I hope they don't find out about. They'll be like, "Oh, we'll just look her up and see if she has a library card." They'll be like, "Oh Lord, she owes us $35 in fines," and then they won't hire me. Let's see. More excitement about Con, and then I love you. Bye. I forgot to mention that this is the setup that I used in order to have the camera facing me perfectly. It is binoculars, cookies, dark chocolates, and strawberry Nutri-Grain. Kyle, say you love Brittany.
I love you, Brittany.
Oh, say you love Brittany.
I love Brittany.
Okay, alright. Bye, Brittany.